Welcome to the video guide for Iblis Surging Cascade, Master, the fourth of the Rise of the Sinister Dominion series of boss fights released as part of patch 2.11.0 of Dragalia Lost. Master Iblis doesn't build too much upon Expert, but there are a few quirks and gotchas to the fight that I'll cover briefly. As always, my name is Enozilus, and let's get straight to it. This Master Sinister Dominion fight starts you on the wind element before switching to light for part 2. The first mechanics seeing a change are the Ballads. If you fail to deal with the counters, instead of buffing himself, Iblis will wipe your team. Mechanically, this doesn't change how you'll deal with it, but you may want to be a bit more aggressive in terms of affliction application. Once you reach the light half of the fight, the Ballads of Heaven and Hell will require paralysis and flash burn to deal with, respectively. Meticulous Cantata adds another step to the dance compared to Expert. Iblis now performs 2 red telegraphs in a row instead of 1, and the bats will follow suit. As a reminder, there are 3 possible telegraphs, a cone in front and wedges in front and behind. Note that the cone will never be the second telegraph. That actually mostly covers it for the mechanical changes from the difficulty increase. One quirk to keep note of is the team change. Soon after switching to the light half of the fight, we see Damning Prelude. It's soon enough in the fight and demanding enough that I typically recommend holding onto a dragon form to burst it down as soon as possible, or holding skills otherwise. Hopefully these little tidbits leave you comfortable enough to tackle Master once you've got your teams built up. On the topic of teams, let's cover recommended units for the light half of the fight. Unsurprisingly, Gala Ordric works well as a dispel spammer as well as handily taking care of the flash burn requirement, so long as you wait long enough for the skill chain to break, as only the Unchained S1 inflicts flash burn. Rishada gets the typical Phase 2 Apostle treatment of instant ramping, so she can fill a similar role, though she might not be enough to handle flash burn by herself. Generally, all of the flash burn characters are okay for the purpose of flash burn, though I might be a bit wary if the team only had a Summer Shell, for example. As for handling paralysis, Amane and Fleur are both handy for being 4-star characters that can spam out paralysis. Luca gets a special mention for being a story character, as once he's spiraled, his Skillshare is handy to pad out paralysis applications if necessary. Other notable freebies are Alphonse and Sharena from the Fire Emblem crossover events, as they're accessible from the event compendium. I can't exhaustively go through all units for the fight, but so long as a unit has access to either affliction on their skill 1, they'll likely be okay. Give it a go. You can always pad out afflictions with skill shares. Paralysis is slightly easier to access with shared skills, so I generally recommend bringing 2 flash burners and 1 paralysis DPS to a fight, using skill shares of the opposite affliction for both solo and co-op. If you have further questions, feel free to leave a comment or pop by my Twitch streams. As always, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.